Yo, what's goody? Hope everybody is doing well. So I want to talk to you all about things that we ask God for that we're not ready for. We're not equipped for. We're not spiritually ready. We're not physically ready. We're not emotionally ready. We're not mentally. If I have said it already, like we're just not ready for what we're asking God for. And then we get upset with them and say, God, why haven't you gave me this? I feel like I'm deserving of this. Why haven't I gotten it yet? You don't know what you're signing up for with certain things. You really feel like you're ready. I'm gonna give you an example that everybody has thought of. And this is my opinion. This is not something that I've read or read forums on or logs or anything like that. This is just my experience in watching people and talking to people and being a person myself that's actually been through the same thing. But relationships. How many times have we begged and plead, God, send me a wife. God, send me a husband. God, send me a wife. God, send me a husband. I'll be good to him. This is what I wanted. Blah, 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 blah. And we asking God for this very same thing. Now, there's some other analogies I'm going to use, but that one particular thing, I truly feel like everybody has had that moment in their life where they ask God for it, but not everyone was ready. Some people are ready, but not everyone is ready because it's a lot of things that come with what you're asking God for. So, how many times have you done that and you weren't ready? I'll give you an example. I asked God for relationships multiple times in the past, and I was not ready. Not for what it actually took for me to keep that relationship going on my end. Now, there were some things that I was doing right. I was ready, but I was not completely ready for a relationship. Now, I had some of the qualities that some women are looking for. I had some of the qualities that a man is supposed to have, but I had a lot of boy qualities too. I had a lot of things that I did not mature in, and I thought I was ready for, but I wasn't. See, what happens is we live in a fantasy land, and we kind of expect that, I've seen other people do it and I'm capable of doing it too. But we don't stop to realize that I may be capable of it, but am I ready for it? Two different things. You're capable and you have the potential, but you're not ready. So then we gripe and complain when we don't get it, but then once we get it, we don't know how to handle it. I actually made a video not long ago, and I think I'm gonna start posting my videos again on my YouTube. I posted a video about, dang it just slipped my mind just that quick. Not knowing how to handle somebody's heart or being mishandled. And there's a lot of hurt people out there. And then once people get into a relationship or they fall in love and stuff like that, sometimes they fall in love with potential. And they didn't realize that, this person has a potential to be like super dope. Like, you're already great, but I can see you being even greater. And we tend to try to change that person when we don't even know how to change ourselves. We weren't ready from the beginning. But yeah, so back to that. We got to stop asking God when we're not ready for certain things. I'll give you another example of something that has happened to me in life. The company that I currently work for, I asked for a promotion some years back, right? And I'm that type of person, and I've always been, but now I sit back and I think and make sure that I'm ready for things now before I just jump into it. Back then, I kind of jumped into things because, I was immature. I had to grow. But there was a position that I wanted. I was already in a position and I kept growing in the company, but it was just one particular position I felt like if I had gotten that I would have made it. I actually wasn't able to say, hey, I showed up. I'm here. I did a dang thing. Like, I'm here. And I didn't see anything beyond it. And I didn't see what it actually took to get to that level because I saw the people in that position And I saw them struggling, and I was just like, yo, like, I can do that position a lot better than them. Like, I can do this better, this better, this better, and this better. But at the same time, it was something particularly that they had that they made that position work. And I didn't know what all that position entailed. So I made a mistake of getting impatient. I jumped out there too quick, and I quit my job. And I went to a different job. Now, I've already gave this job 2 years of my life. And I left, and I went to this other job, and it was horrible. Thought it was going to be peaches and cream. I thought the grass was greener. Thought I was going to go over there and just enjoy life, and life was just going to be so much greater. But I got over there, and it was hell. I got over there, and I expected that me getting away from the people that I thought didn't appreciate me or didn't give me what I deserved, that it was best for me to leave and that they were going to struggle without me. But at the end of the day, everybody knows now, if you're an adult, yo, with these different companies and different businesses and things like that, you're just a number to them all day long. You're just a number to them. So when I left, not so many people missed me. But when I got there, it dawned on me, you know what? I talked to God about it, but I didn't wait for him to answer. And I actually moved the way I wanted to move. I thought I was ready to leave, but God actually had something more in store for me. So to speed up the story, the person that was over everyone, that was over the managers, that the position that I wanted, he was over all of them. I saw him walking in Walmart, and he looked at me and he said, how you been? I said, I've been pretty good, man. You know, can't complain. And I already had this mentality. I already had this, and he didn't do anything wrong to me. He didn't do anything malicious. Actually, he didn't even know that I left until after I left and I quit the position. But everybody else, told him that I left. So I think he was on vacation or something at the time. But anyways, I told him what happened. I was just like, yo, so I applied for the position. They didn't want to give it to me. I felt like they was just jiving me around. They weren't trying to give me what I deserved, and I know what I was capable of. I know that I could have did the job very well. I would have made myself proud, you proud. Like, I know I would have did well. And he looked at me, and he just paused, and he just looked at me. And I was just like, what is it? He said, well, Jamel, you were in line to get that position. Like, I was about to give you that manager position, but when I came back, you were gone. There's a lot into what I just said. Just let that simmer for a second, right? I asked God, Lord, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. That position was mine, y'all. It was mine. He was going to come back from vacation or wherever he was. I don't know if he was on leave or whatever, but he was about to make me a manager. Everything that I was fighting for, it wasn't the fact that I wasn't, that I couldn't do the job. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't capable of doing the job. My mindset was not ready. So I didn't get a position, but he said, hey, guess what? You come back, I got you. I said, all right, bet. So I'm already hating the job that I'm at. I leave that job and I go back. Now, messed myself up really bad because you have tenure with the company. And I lost my tenure when I went back because it has to be exactly 6 months for you to go back in order for them to transfer your time back over. So literally when I got back, I had to work myself back up to get my tenure. On top of that, guess what happened? That same man that I saw in Walmart, he moved to a completely different state and had no say-so about anybody getting promoted in that center anymore. He had no ability. He can put in a good word, but I missed out on the opportunity. Why? For one, I was impatient. And two, I kept asking something from God, thinking in my mind, in my head, that I was ready when I wasn't. Then also too, so that's done. Long story short, got my time back, doing well, still with the same company, very thankful, blessed, and highly favored. Now, but in relationships, to go back to relationships, no, I give you another one. Oh, this is a good one. I know this is a long video, but I hope y'all stay with me on this. I was going to buy a house with a woman. I ain't gonna go too much in detail about who it was or whatever, but I was gonna buy a house with a woman. And in my heart, this was the right thing to do. I asked God about it. This is the right thing to do. We caught so much turmoil trying to, y'all, that noise that you hear, that's my puppy eating, by the way. He decided to eat when I make the video. But anyways, we caught so much flack trying to get this house. I mean, it was this, it was that. The guy that we were buying the house from, the realtor, like he just it was just horrible. And it was just something, one thing after another. He lied to us, took some of our money, and blah blah blah. Actually took my money because I put the money down for the house, and it was just a lot going on. And I kept asking God, this is for me. This is what we're supposed to do. And this is what needs to be done. This is what I need to do to provide for my family, and blah, 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 blah. I'm just going on and on and on and on and on about, this is for me. Well, come to find out, and I'm gonna tell you about God's grace and mercy. Like he's just so good. I was going to buy the house, and all of a sudden this guy gets missing. I go up there to check on some things, what's going on, where we at with this, what's the ETA on this, so on and so forth. And the guy's gone. So I asked the people there, I said, where's such and such? Where's he at? And they were just like, he's out right now. They really didn't give me any information. I said, well, I need some information because we're in the process of buying a home. And I need some answers. They were like, well, we can't give you any because he has all the paperwork. We don't know what the paperwork is and all that stuff. And so anyways, all that's going on. And he pops back up for a second when I call him. And long story short, not to make the story too long, he was doing some really grimy stuff. He was doing a lot of he was doing a lot of grimy stuff. So he was taking people money. Thankfully, God blessed me with the money back. But he was doing some really grimy stuff, but it was just all because of my decisions and me thinking I'm ready for something when I wasn't. And you really got to be careful what you ask God for. And also stop jumping out there on your own. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when people come into your life, talking about potential again, a lot of people will bring that facade that they're ready and that potential, and you will see it. One of the worst things you can possibly do, and I have done it too many times that I would like to admit, stop falling in love with potential. This person can have the potential to do this and do that, and some people are just so broken that they cannot get to that potential. They will never see that level of potential that you see in them just because they're not ready. If they do become ready in the future, that's a blessing, but in the meantime, it may be too late. At that point, you're going on about your business, and they no longer have a chance with you. It's unfortunate, but it happens very often. I've messed up a relationship before. Why? Because I was not ready. It makes a difference when you're ready. Things last longer when you're ready. Things are more easy to happen when you're ready. Missed out on a beautiful woman because there were some responsibilities that I wasn't ready for that I thought I was, and I end up hurting that person. So yeah, Jamel, that guy that a lot of people reach out and say, oh my gosh, you're an amazing man, and so on and so forth. Listen, we're all human. We all make mistakes. But there was some responsibilities that I thought I was ready for and I wasn't. And I don't kick myself in the butt about it. I use it as a learning tool for my possible relationships in the future. I don't foresee that happening no time soon because people don't want to act right. But hey, yo, it is what it is. But anyways, that's my word for y'all today. Whomever listened to this long 20-second video, 15-minute, 20-second video, I appreciate you. If you don't, I understand, because I don't like listening to long videos either. At this point, I'm rambling. Whoever listens to this, and I pray you apply it to your life. Again, the message that I was given today, and stop asking God for things you're not ready for. I pray this blesses you all. Y'all pray for me. I pray for you.